when just one of, and this is scenarios where it's one of them, two of them, or all three of them. But when or at least I should say, one of Henrique, Mangiapane, or Frederic are on the ice, the Edmonton Oilers are getting outscored 47-25 at 5-on-5 this year. They are getting almost doubled up in goals when one, or at least one, of Henrique, Mangiapane, or Frederic are on the ice. And that includes the minutes where Connor McDavid or Leon Draisaitl are with them. If you take out the minutes that one of them have played with McDavid or Draisaitl, so now this is the scenario I'm giving you. It is 5-on-5. McDavid and Draisaitl are off the ice, and at least one of Frederic, Mangiapane, or Henrique are out there, okay? So no Connor or Leon, and at least one of Henrique, Mangiapane, or Frederic on the ice. They're getting outscored 31-12.
That's not good.
They are getting almost tripled up. Three guys who make north of $10 million are getting almost tripled up in 5-on-5 offense when they're on the ice. That is pathetic. If there was any amount of accountability that could be had here, all three of them should be out of the fucking lineup for those numbers. Horrible, horrible, horrible.
I actually don't think Knobloch's been given the opportunity to bench them.
Not healthy enough to do it.
Yeah, there's guys who are obviously missing out of the lineup, but it'll be interesting when they come back. Like, I feel like the decision is pretty straightforward when Kapanen and Brozovic come back, even Kapanen to an extent. I think Frederic's been a bit more physical lately, and that's a good thing, and we can give him that. I thought Henrique had a really strong start to the season. We looked before. He had 2 goals in his first, whatever it was, like 12, 13 games. Maybe that's even too high, to be honest. But his last goal was against the Montreal Canadiens. He's clearly not contributing enough. And obviously, Mangiapane had a really good start to the year, got promoted to the top 6, the top line, sorry, McDavid, and just fell apart from there. Like, my biggest gripe is more with Mangiapane, because I feel like some days I'm literally not seeing him play. Like, this might sound silly, but like, how would you rank those three in terms of, like, I need more from you, and that's obviously offensively, physically, just everything in general. Like, to me, I would have Mangiapane be my 1.
Yep.
Because I'm not seeing anything physical from him.
Nope.
Like, there was certain moments where I was like, look, he's trying to get in there. It's like, okay, but he's not doing anything when he's in there. I would probably have Frederic 2. At least I'm getting the physical side of the game from him. He tried to fight last night. Yep. Obviously, it didn't end up being that way. Bad turnover. Whatever.
Fighting when you have 14 zippers in your cheek as well.
Yeah, I think he has started to find that side of his game a little bit. There's obviously a lot more to be desired. I get that. And then it would be Henrique for me, because at least you're getting penalty killing out of him.
I was going to say, I don't get overly offended with a lot of Adam Henrique's games, even though, Aaron, how many games? 25 games without a goal?
25 games without a goal for Rico.
Yeah, like, I mean, we want more, don't get us wrong, but like, I don't sit here and think, what an error from Adam Henrique. I just don't think anything, which maybe is a larger problem. But now, obviously, they called up Quinn Hudson.
They did. So, if I had to rank them, Mangiapane is the one I'm most irritated with on a consistent basis, because there's no jam, so many sloppy turnovers, pucks die on his stick, opportunities for 2-on-1s where he just fumbles it and it goes away. He won't shoot, even though he has a good shot. He's had more games this year where he's had 0 shots than games where he's had 2 or more shots on net.
Yeah. Wow.
Effort, piss poor. Execution, piss poor. Doesn't have a role. Doesn't seem interested in establishing a role. Be a volume shooter, or be a pest, or be someone who skates hard and plays physical. He just does none of them. And I don't want to sit here and be like overly mean to a guy. Like, part of the reason I'm frustrated, though, is, I mean, this is maybe out of his control. This is just who Andrew Mangiapane is. And that's frustrating, because this front office decided to commit to him for 2 years at $3.8 million, knowing this is what he is. Like, you talk to people in Washington, Calgary, like, he had the one outlier year, but like, this is who he is. He's a bottom 6 guy who gives you a handful of 5-on-5 goals a year, and other than that, will just be a ghost for stretches. Horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. Next guy for me, number 2, is Trent Frederic, just from the perspective of, like, I'm not as mad at him as I am at Mangiapane, because I see things that Trent Frederic does well, and I think there is room for Trent Frederic to be better than he currently is.
Yes, I agree.
I'm worried about Mangiapane because I think this might just be who he is, and they might not ever get anything better out of him. I'm not as worried about that with Frederic because I see a player there. He needs to get confident. He needs to skate better. They need to tape his eyeballs like this and make him watch Vasily Podkolzin film just nonstop and be like, this is what you could be. And I truly think there is that in Trent Frederic's game once he figures it out. He just needs to have the light bulb go off in his head to do it. So I think there's a player there with Freddie, but I'm frustrated that it's December 15th and we're still talking about a guy who can't have the light, like the light bulb still hasn't gone off. He shows flashes, he plays physical, all that stuff, but there's just more. And then finally, Henrique, he's 3 because like you said, at least he's a center, at least he kills penalties, at least he fills a role for you, and he's also the cheapest of the bunch. So like, sure, that's a part of it too.
Which is, I never even thought of it from that way. Yeah, he is the cheapest
of the bunch.
What's up, Nation citizens? If you enjoyed today's episode of Oilers Nation Everyday, make sure you hit the subscribe button here on our YouTube to not miss any of our content. We got you covered from interviews, insight, analysis, everything you need to stay up to date on everything around the team. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a video.